Mostly clear to partly cloudy skies. Temperatures are also going to be falling off into the upper 40s by early tomorrow morning. Temperatures will be up and down throughout the rest of the week. We'll explain that forecast coming up. Your news starts right now. Tonight, new developments in the murder of a local high school student. A look at the arrest made in connection with his death.
A lot of opportunity. There's also a lot of resources.
And how thousands of layoffs could spark innovation in central Illinois. A convicted felon is in custody for the weekend killing of a 14-year-old high school student. Good evening, I'm Paul Cicchini. Maria Chandler has the night off. Police say more arrests could be on the way. It's a story that's developing tonight. Police booked 21-year-old Alex Collins of Peoria for the murder of Tommy Forrest. He also faces 4 counts of attempted murder and 1 count of home invasion. Now, in 2013, Collins was convicted of criminal trespassing and felony use of a firearm. Saturday morning, Forrest and 3 of his Peoria High School classmates were inside a home in the 2400 block of Flora. That's when police believe Collins broke in, firing a gun, killing Forrest and injuring the other teenagers. Police say they believe Collins broke in looking for someone else.
We believe that the victims in this incident were not the targeted individuals of this incident.
Do you know who the targeted individual might have been?
Yes.
Collins may not have acted alone. Police say, quote, there are several suspects in the case, but they're not saying more at this time. Some property was taken from the home. Exactly what is unclear. Additional officers will be at District 150 high schools tomorrow. Continuing our team coverage, WMBD's Shane Gustafson spending the day talking with administrators at Central High School about providing support to students. Shane, what's being done?
Well, Paul, administrators tell me they're bringing in different types of support at several schools in the district. They say they'll have 13 counselors and psychologists at Central High School starting tomorrow. They'll also have 7 counselors at Manual and a few others at Von Steuben. Administrators say sticking together and building a community could cut down on violence, especially against young people. Tommy's football coach says he was like a younger brother to many of the guys on the team, and they're all trying to make it through this tough time.
It definitely makes it a little tougher to swallow when you have a guy that's not out doing the wrong thing, that's not out, getting himself in trouble, that is literally, at a sleepover.
The football team plans to honor Tommy for the rest of the season by wearing his number 4 on their helmets and a TF patch on their jerseys. Paul.
So, Shane, if people want to help the family, how can they do that?
Well, Tommy's family and teammates have set up a GoFundMe account. His middle school basketball coach started one last night, and they're trying to raise $10,000 to help the family. Busey Bank also set up a memorial fund. Donations can be made at any Busey Bank location. For more information on how you can help, head over to our website, ciproud.com. Paul.
All right, thanks, Shane. Bloomington police officers could be getting a new piece of equipment. Body cameras are up for discussion at tonight's city council meeting. Officers and council members will talk about the pros and cons of the cameras, as well as things like battery life and storage. They'll also talk about which brand would work best for the department. Police Chief Brendan Hefner says they'll use a $29,000 grant to help pay for them. They hope to test several different types of cameras before making a purchase. New tonight, hundreds of Caterpillar employees have been laid off this year, and thousands more are still to come. It's a story WMBD has been following for months. But now, we're looking at news from a different perspective. As WMBD's Marvis Herring reports, it could be the spark that fires up innovation in central Illinois. Marvis?
Paul, members of the Greater Peoria Economic Development Council tell me the layoffs are definitely bad news, but for those who see it as an opportunity, they can become successful entrepreneurs. And I met a man who's done just that, even without the threat of being laid off.
Personally, it just puts that much pressure on us because, if Caterpillar lays off 10,000 people, I would love to be able to hire 10,000 people.
From the outside, it looks like a small building, but when you step through the doors of Integris Engineering,
it's following the XYZ coordinates.
You'll find some pretty big ideas.
You never know what's going to walk through the door.
Andy Berberick, principal and founder of the company, left his job at Caterpillar 4 years ago. It was his first job after graduating college, but after 12 years, he decided his own business venture was more fitting.
Starting your own company is easy. Growing a successful company is hard.
But not impossible. Berberick's company has already seen its customer base begin to flourish in just the few years they've been open. His staff's varying expertise, he says, has helped quite a bit as they work on all kinds of projects, taking ideas and making them into much more.
Aerospace, medical, manufacturing, automotive.
They do it all, and that diversity is Berberick's favorite part of the job and something he says helps Integris stimulate the central Illinois economy.
They've been doing a lot better and have been diversifying quite a bit in the recent years with healthcare and education in addition to Caterpillar. So part of our mission is also to diversify our customer base.
He hopes his growing business can be a helping hand for those losing jobs at CAT.
Peoria being a Caterpillar town, they do a really good job of attracting talent, very talented people to the area.
Berberich says diversity is also key because when you're tied too much to one industry, a change in the economy could be devastating. Paul.
Thanks, Marvis. You've probably heard of medical marijuana, but what about medical honey? How a cancer patient says it's providing some much-needed relief. And you are taking a live look at Wrigley Field. WMVD's Hannah Hilliard is there among thousands of fans who are supporting the Cardinals and the Cubs.
And things are beginning to turn a little cooler across central Illinois. Winds have also been a bit gusty today, but a bit of a roller coaster ride with our temperatures continues this week. Weather forecast coming up.
You're watching WMVD News at 6 in high definition with Paul Cicchini, Maria Chandler, Chief Meteorologist Chris Yates with your local Weather Authority forecast, and Kurt Fegler with sports. This is WMVD News at 6, Central Illinois proud.
Ready?
Oil change, then tire place, then brake shop.
See you next week.
Taking care of your car shouldn't take over your life. From oil to repairs, Meinike's your one-stop shop. Come in now for a basic oil change for just $14.95. Meineke, on with life.
Some families create special traditions and want to keep making more wonderful Christmas memories. At Blaine's Farm and Fleet, we understand. That's why we bring Toyland back every year.
Oh, they're good.
Starting October 17th, a huge selection of toys like Legos, Star Wars, and Barbie at great Blaine's prices. That's genuine value from Blaine's Farm and Fleet. Remember, 7 a.m. on October 17th.
Frontier Business Edge gives small business owners lots of good reasons to switch. Like up to 3-year price protection.
Because I don't like surprises in my budget.
99.9% uptime.
Because I need a network that's on whenever I am.
And 24/7 tech support.
Because when I'm working around the clock, I need support that is too.
Switch to Frontier Business Edge and get business high-speed internet and phone for just $49.98 a month. What will your reason be? Call 1-888-FRONTIER today.
Ready?
Oil change, then tire place, then brake shop.
See you next week.
Taking care of your car shouldn't take over your life. From oil to repairs, Meinike's your one-stop shop. Come in now for a basic oil change for just $14.95. Meineke, on with life.
UFS, famous for deals on Adams Street, downtown Peoria. 10 minutes from anywhere.
Time's running out. Install that new carpet free from UFS. UFS, your flooring headquarters, about 10 minutes from anywhere.
Things that happen on Tuesdays. Papa Murphy's $10 Tuesdays. And
soccer practice, softball practice, tuba lessons, t-ball practice.
Papa Murphy's $10 Tuesdays. Any large pizza, just $10. Fresh made, fresh baked. Papa Murphy's.
Love at 425 degrees.
The Storm Tracker Skycam Network, brought to you by Parker Chevrolet Buick GMC Cadillac. Now, your local weather authority, WMVD's Chief Meteorologist, Chris Yates.
Well, after a bit of cloud cover earlier this morning with the passage of the front, things are now cooling off a little bit across central Illinois. Thanks for sticking with us. This is the current view out in Bloomington Normal from our Geyer Roofing Skycam, which is currently under mostly clear skies. Temperature now 73 degrees. Wind remains a bit breezy out of the west at about 17 miles per hour. Sustained winds generally at 15 to 25 across a good portion of central Illinois currently. Not so bad here in Peoria. At least the sustained winds are only about 12 miles per hour, but we are still gusting to 25. Canton, where we've had some pretty strong gusts all afternoon, they are now gusting to 34 miles per hour. Kewanee 36, Lakin 22 miles per hour. So still a few strong gusts in and around central Illinois. Now the cold front has already made its way well to the east. Some showers and thunderstorms from Cincinnati back towards the southwest towards Memphis. Behind it, the air is dry. but we are pretty much dealing with a lot of gusty winds across at least northern and central portions of the Midwest through this evening. Wind speeds, though, will begin to die down a little bit as the frontal system pulls away. But the cooler weather already beginning to push in. Minneapolis is now in the 40s after being into the 80s and 90s yesterday. It's been a very big change across the area as we've had this little dip in the jet stream. This pattern, though, is only going to amplify further as we go through the rest of this week. While we will experience a few nicer days between Wednesday and Thursday, at least temperature-wise, we're going to see that jet stream returning really to the south by the end of the week. And this is going to set the stage for some very cool temperatures across the Midwest and especially the Northeast when we go into this weekend. So Friday, high temperatures, they're expected to be in the lower 60s. By Saturday, high temperatures into the lower 50s. Now that is just across central Illinois. For the Great Lakes, we're looking at temperatures in the 40s and 30s, and for some higher elevations in the Northeast, they could be looking at their first snowfall of the season. For us, that's still a long ways off. All right, here's our future track. We'll set it into motion tonight, looking at a few passing clouds, mostly clear south of 74, partly cloudy skies to the north. Wind speeds will also begin to come down. It'll be a little breezy throughout the night. Winds generally at 10 to 20 miles per hour. Winds should become less gusty, though, as the night wears on. Temperatures mainly in the 40s across the region. Galesburg 45, I think, will be a little bit warmer here in Peoria, with low temperatures into the upper 40s. Tomorrow, we'll see some clouds in the morning, giving way to some afternoon sun, but temperatures are going to have a hard time warming up. 65 for Peoria, 65 in Galesburg. Canton, you're looking at a high temperature tomorrow of 67 degrees. All right, your MTCO 8-day outlook. The forecast really looks okay once you get through the cooler weather. 68 degrees on Wednesday, a chance of a passing shower or two on Thursday. Temperatures then really drop down heading into the weekend, back down into the 50s by the weekend. Paul?
All right, thanks, Chris. Great night for baseball, of course, and a divided Central Illinois is taking in Game 3 of the Cubs and Cardinals National League Division Series. Now, these two teams have played each other over 2,300 times in the last century, but they've never met in the postseason. Series is tied 1-1. The Cardinals blanked the Cubs in Game 1. Game 2, more heated. Cubs winning 6-3 with a big second inning. Wrigley Field can hold about 42,000 fans, and tickets for the game sold out in minutes, as you might expect. Now, you could still get a coveted seat on the aftermarket. You just have to pay a steep price. StubHub.com and the MLB Ticket Exchange had tickets listed this morning for up to $10,000 a seat. Now, if you weren't willing to shell out that much dough, standing room only seats were available for just $250. That's a markup of between 5 and 62%. Now, we'll be bringing you live coverage from the Windy City tonight on WMBD News at 10. Still ahead, how the memory of one girl is being kept alive with a big donation to a local hospital. That story and more after the break.
Halloween raffle from the Illinois Lottery is back for a limited time. With the best odds to win $1 million, you could win one of 3 $1 million prizes or one of over 8,000 total prizes. Tickets are on sale now.
It's important for my vision to remain sharp, and Progressive lenses are closer to my natural vision.
Through the end of October at Bard Optical, get Progressive no-line bifocals for just $99.
I'm so happy I got my exam, contacts, and glasses at Bard. Now I just have to decide between wearing my cute glasses or awesome contacts.
And you could have the same choice. Right now at Bard Optical, get an exam, contacts, and glasses for only $149. Bard Optical, vision for life.
Today, I'm cancer-free, and I owe that to the Illinois Cancer Care. They saved my life. I will always be grateful for that.
Illinois Cancer Care offers personalized treatments and compassionate care. We are the leader in cancer care in Central Illinois and are nationally recognized for clinical research. We provide personal genetic testing and the most advanced treatments available. Illinois Cancer Care offers world-class cancer treatment at 12 clinic locations, comfortably close to home.
At Extreme, we sell more Nissans, Hyundai, Kias combined than anyone in Central Illinois. There's a reason for that. To think that they can purchase, regardless of make or model, a car from us and have a warranty for as long as they own that car, my goodness, that is true peace of mind. From one extreme to another, whether it be in Bloomington or the north end of Normal, Extreme has got you covered.
A few years ago, I won $1,000 a week for life, and I got myself a suit because when you're collecting $1,000 every single week, you can never be too careful. I'm good.
Win up to $5,000 a week with Cash for Life. The longer you live, the more you get.
for you.
Weekdays at 6:30 on WMBD. You're watching WMBD News at 6.
Most people have heard about medical marijuana, but what about medical honey? Called MediHoney, it's a gel or patch that heals wounds. A woman in Illinois says it's making a difference in her fight against cancer. Emily Fannin has more in a story from our Capitol newsroom.
Keeps it all covered and protected.
Lisa Cannon lives a busy life. From managing her own business, being a full-time mom, and battling cancer, she says it's the little things in life that can make a big difference.
I started using it and it was wonderful. The last thing I need to worry about going through cancer treatment is peeling my skin from adhesives.
Cannon heard about MediHoney as an alternative option after finding out she's allergic to adhesives. It's a medical-grade honey derived from a plant in New Zealand.
I remember going through my surgery the very first time where I didn't know about MediHoney, and of course they use tape to put on the bandages and things like that, and I remember it taking over an hour to just get it off because I was in such pain.
MediHoney has been out on the market for a few years, but it's not available to use in hospitals. Cannon says it should be considered especially for people allergic to medical supplies.
Sometimes I worry that as a patient, hospitals get tied into their routine and what works for them, and they don't want to change or look into other advancing options.
Cannon uses MediHoney patches and gels to heal new and old scars. She says it works twice as fast as other brands. Cannon says MediHoney is making a big impact in her life while fighting cancer. She hopes one day it will be available in hospitals.
To have something that promotes healing and also does the same thing as an adhesive, it's amazing. So I think, why not offer more options? Why take it away? So.
Cannon's been using the product for about a year and a half and says it's both affordable and effective. Months after losing their 5-year-old daughter to cancer, one family is keeping her memory alive with a big donation to a local hospital. Today, with the help of Apple, Mike and Maria Rosblock donated 14 iPads to the Children's Hospital of Illinois. Their oldest daughter, Lily, died on January 31st. Since then, they've made a point to give back in her honor. This isn't their first donation or event in Lily's honor, but it's one her family holds close to their hearts.
One of the things that whenever we would come inpatient or come to the clinic, it always had to be the iPad. She would make sure that we had to check to make sure that it was packed and that we had it and that we had the cord in case that we needed to juice it up, as she would say.
Thank you, thank you.
Lily was diagnosed with stage 4 cancer on her 3rd birthday. Her parents say they hope the iPads will be a good distraction for patients and their families. Princeville Junior High cross country winners are MVPs in their sport at every competition. Their show of sportsmanship is making them our CI heroes, specifically how they're treating one of their teammates. Dakota Harold has special needs. His mom wanted him to try track or cross country to break him out of his shell, but because of his coach and his team, Dakota's doing much more.
He inspires us and he just cheers for us.
He's like the biggest cheerleader we got.
You can see how the team celebrates their manager and teammate at every meet tonight on CI Heroes at 10 o'clock. And here's another look on the north side of Chicago. Dan Malloy has early highlights of tonight's critical Game 3 next in sports.
Brought to you by Dan and Sean Cusack. Visit CusackLawIllinois.com.
Dan and Sean Cusack are your local dedicated team aggressively handling workers' compensation and personal injury. Straightforward and trusted. Call 637-5282.
KBL Design Center is celebrating its 30th anniversary with our best cabinetry sale ever. KBL's Buy Like a Builder sale. Enjoy true contractor pricing. So get to KBL for our Buy Like a Builder sale. This one-time only sale ends November 30th.
As the season shifts, change is on its way. And with change comes opportunity. It's up to you to seize it. The 2015 Cadillac ATS. Get this low mileage lease from around $269 per month. Visit your local Cadillac dealer for this attractive offer.
Hi, Rory. Hey, Chip. How's the new Cadillac? Love it. But I usually like to hide my wife's birthday gifts inside the car, and now she's driving it all the time. Could you hide her gift?
You'll feel like family because you are treated like family. Stop by for a hassle-free experience and a great offer, like a new Cadillac SRX lease for $339 per month for 24 months. Veldy Cadillac Buick GMC in Pekin.
While Sam's wife was away on business, he had some questions about their son. Like, how warm is too warm? Is a blotchy face normal? Does this sound like a cry for help? All he had to do was call his Unity Point Clinic 24/7. Our coordinated care team will determine how serious the situation is and give answers you can trust. Sam's comfortable with that. So is Sam Jr. Unity Point Clinic. The point of unity is you.
Drive home a new Range Rover Evoque for $389 a month at JaguarLandRoverPeoria.com.
Menards has all the appliances you need to update your home, and right now, all major kitchen appliances are on sale. This LG stainless steel dishwasher has 15 place settings and includes a third rack, just $719. Finish your kitchen with a new faucet. Right now, all Pfister faucets are on sale. The single-handle Corvo kitchen pull-out faucet in a chrome finish is $59 after rebate, or get it in a stainless steel finish for just $79 after rebate.
Save big money at Menards.
Now, your local sports with WMPD's Dan Malloy.
We've got none to lose. We're playing well. We've got a lot of young guys with a lot of tremendous energy. You know, I don't think our young players are phased by October at all. I really don't.
The Cubs may not be afraid of anybody, but it's tough not to fear that dude right there. Jake Arrieta has been unquestionably the best pitcher in baseball for the last 3 months. But the Cardinals send their own right-handed ace, Michael Wacha, to the hill for tonight's huge Game 3 at Wrigley. The first home game at the friendly confines since 2008, and Arrieta picked up right where he's left off. He gets Stephen Piscotty looking. The Matt Holliday goes down on a truly disgusting changeup to end the first inning. Bottom of the second inning now, rookie Kyle Schwarber, one of 4 Cubs rookies in the lineup, takes off, lift off, Schwarbomb. He takes Wacha deep to left center for a homer. It is now 2-1 Cardinals, a Peralta homer, and then an RBI ground. I have it 2-1 Redbirds. I have full highlights coming up tonight at 10 o'clock. Well, the Astros and Royals played an absolute classic in their Game 4 today. Rookie shortstop Carlos Correa, he just turned 21, gives the Astros a 6-2 lead with his second home run going into the 8th inning. But it all fell apart for Houston. The Royals get hit after hit after hit. Part of a 6-run Kansas City 8th inning. They fight off elimination with a ridiculous 9-6 comeback win. Game 5 is Wednesday night at Kauffman Stadium. Well, the Chicago Bears are officially on a winning streak. Sunday, they erased a 2-touchdown deficit in the second half to win on the road at Kansas City's Arrowhead Stadium. The offense was slow to get things going, but the defense shut the Chiefs out in the second half to give Jay Cutler and company chances to come back. His 2 touchdown throws were absolute beauties. The kind of fearless plays that earn you a gunslinger mentality reputation. Here's John Fox getting a little philosophical.
As long as you just keep battling and, staying aggressive, not quitting, all the things that you kind of preach, maybe not even just football, but in life, he came through. He's done it 2 weeks in a row, and like I said, I'm proud of him and proud of that whole football team.
Truly bad news for all football fans today. Chiefs star running back Jamal Charles will miss the rest of the season after today's MRI confirms he tore his ACL in a non-contact play yesterday. It is Sectional Monday for high school golfers in the state of Illinois. The Morton Potters took their first ever state championship home in boys golf a year ago, and the Potters look ready to head back to normal to defend that championship. Many local programs hit the links in Lincoln today for a 2-way boys sectional. This is East Peoria's David Perkins. He'll be a state favorite. He's on 17, just missing the cup on a chip shot. He takes second today with a 69. Here is Morton star Pete Cool, the senior, on the 10th from the fairway. Just about holes it out. There's another individual favorite for that medal at Weibring Saturday. He taps that one right in. State champ Tommy Cool. Look at this chip on the 9th. This is the sophomore, younger bro. He gets an easy look for birdie. Morton takes the team title. U-High and Dunlap also advanced to state. Congratulations to the Pioneers, the Potters, and the Eagles. More sectional golf results coming up tonight at 10. Briefly, USC fires head football coach Steve Sarkisian just 1 day after he took a leave of absence to seek treatment for his alcohol use. USC travels to South Bend to play Notre Dame on Saturday. Finally, back at the Houston-Kansas City game, former President George H.W. Bush traded in his favorite Texas Rangers gear to support the Houston Astros in his home state today. The 91-year-old former president threw out the first pitch with former First Lady Barbara Bush right there with him.
It's good to see the former president out and about. He's had a tough go lately with his health.
Yes, he has.
So.
He was a part owner of the Rangers back in the day, but he's just supporting, I think, the state of Texas baseball.
All right, thanks, Dan. Don't go anywhere. Chris has a last look at the forecast after the break.
Here's what you can see tonight on WMBD, Central Illinois Proud.
Get ready for the new hit single, Thor vs. Indiana Jones.
Thor and Dr. Jones.
A big bang you will want to miss.
Remember the Ark of the Covenant? Yeah. That's how much we're going to melt people's faces off.
A new episode, CBS tonight.
One pill makes him a crime-solving mastermind.
He's passing schematics for drones.
This is huge. But his undercover skills
are not cool.
could use some work.
Brian!
Whoa! The new hit drama Limitless, CBS Tuesday.
Life is full of adventure. Whether you're experiencing adventures in your own backyard or you're finding new adventures in far-off places, trust Gailey to make sure you're experiencing all the beauty life has to offer with clear vision. Answer the call as life invites you to enjoy yet another adventure. Whether you need new glasses and contacts, cataract surgery, or LASIK, Gailey can light the way to new trails ahead. For a location near you, visit GaileyEyeClinic.com. They're the only eyes you'll ever have. Trust Gailey to make sure they last a lifetime.
Snowfall warnings and blackouts can... It's going to be a long day of shoveling, folks.
Isn't it about time you got a Honda?
I like things fast. So I was first in line when Frontier started offering a year of Amazon Prime. I don't wait for shipping, and I get instant access to thousands of shows and movies using Frontier's fast, reliable internet.
Switch to Frontier high-speed internet for just $19.99 per month with qualifying phone and one-year agreement on new internet service and get 1 year of Amazon Prime.
It's movie time.
Get Frontier high-speed internet today. Call 1-888-FRONTIER.
You want low used car prices. You want low payment. And we can help at Upton Weston's Used Car Center, where the blue roof means big savings. Bargain cars, program cars, trucks, SUVs, whatever you're looking for. Upton Weston's Pre-Owned Center, Warren University in Peoria.
All right, things are cooling off and it's going to remain breezy tonight. Look for temperatures to drop down into the mid to upper 40s. Tomorrow, highs only in the 60s after we topped out in the 80s today. Mostly sunny, but still a bit on the breezy side tomorrow. Winds will be out of the west at 10 to 20 miles per hour. And in your MTCO 8-day outlook, next chance of showers could be on Thursday afternoon. After that, we could be looking at the coolest weather so far this season with high temperatures down into the lower 50s as we kick off the weekend.
All right, not bad. And
we got a little score update for you folks. Starlin Castro just tied the game up in Game 3 against the Cardinals. It's 2-2 going into the 5th inning.
All right, thank you guys. Thanks for watching. WMBD News is available on air, online, and on the go. You can head over to our website, ciproud.com, and get the latest news on our app for your phone or